Hello and welcome to the show. On today's silly car build, I've got an old Ferrari Formula 1 car. I'd forgot about this. I built this for a silly car build back when my computer tried to kill itself, or my capture card tried to kill itself. I completely forgot I built one of these and never driven it. So I'm going to film it now. I'm going to give it a drive. Last time I built, can we get out? Are we help! I'm stuck in my Ferrari. It's not normally something you say. Can I leave? There we go. We're out of the Ferrari. Can we actually open the bonnet? Oh, we can do. Normally when you upgrade the engines, they don't let you open the bonnet. I think when you certainly when you change the engines. Oh, look at that. So yes, we have got a very old Ferrari Formula 1 car. Last time I tried upgrading one of these, it didn't actually do very much. I tried the Auto Union. We upgraded that, put all the upgrades I could on it, and it wasn't actually that spectacular. So I had an element of concern about that with this car. However, let me show you something here. As you expect, I can't do a huge amount to the car. However, there is an aspiration conversion. You can put it on a supercharger. It says race springs and dampers. It does that sometimes. Okay, you put a supercharger on, you get 595 horsepower, 395 torques, but the car doesn't weigh very much. If you take the supercharger off, naturally, you lose quite a lot of power, you lose some torques. Okay, you lose a bit of weight as well because you're getting rid of the whole supercharger. Look at the PI. The PI drops when you put in an extra 126 horsepower. The 0 to 60 time drops when you put in more power. Now that's suggesting to me that this car might be quite broken. If you suddenly lose handling and acceleration by putting in more power and braking, I'm having a feeling we might get quite a lot of wheel spin from this vehicle. I'm doing some detective work. It might be quite hard to drive. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm slightly terrified of this car now. I didn't notice that when I built it. I just slapped on a supercharger because I figured more power was good. And for silly car build, it certainly is. I'm now kind of scared of this car. Tyre-wise, you know, we've got race tyres. I mean, they're kind of big. I would like bigger tyres, but if I'm honest, if this is going to be as hard to drive as I fear it might be, yeah, we're going to give it a go, and I'm going to try and not crash it horribly into a wall or end up upside down. Now, as ever, with my silly car builds, we will take them to the Sebring Club Circuit, where they are tasked with setting as fast a lap as possible within 4 laps. A V8 supercar lapped this track, a completely standard V8 supercar, the lap time of 1 minute 8.1. That is the target time for the silly cars to try and beat. Now, PI-wise, the Forza's rating system, the V8 supercar is rated a little bit higher than this Ferrari. So in theory, the V8 supercar should be quicker. However, that doesn't necessarily work. It'll depend on how, like, some cars can have a lot higher PI but be slower around this track because they are so difficult to drive. I'm thinking this might be quite hard. Oh well, here goes nothing. It's a very weird camera view in here. Look at how narrow it is. It feels like I'm sticking out. It feels quite weird driving this car. I will be honest. Okay, off the line. I mean, we are spinning the wheels quite a lot. It's not instantly horrendous though. I did get some power down. Oh, I'll keep it in third. Third gear seems nice. Third's a nice gear. And then we'll go up another gear. And oh dear, we're sideways. We're very sideways. We are okay. We've got it under control. Can we be flat out through here? No, we nearly can be. We nearly can be. Oh, brakes, brakes. These brakes on the old cars can sometimes let them down. In this case, you know, it's not terrible. Oh, okay, it is a little bit oversteery, to say the least. We get lots and lots and lots and lots of wheel spin. Do we ever stop wheel spinning, car? Do I need to put you in 6th gear and just cruise around? I think that could work. Ooh, hey, hello, hello. Okay, as predicted, we have lots of oversteer. I'm not quite sure why. When we put the Auto Union on race tyres, it was quite good to drive, even with the more power. You've got nice, lovely, brand new slick tyres, modern slick tyres. Why do you slide around all the time? Ooh, come on now, through the corners, there we go. And then power down, all the wheel spin. We'll just go through the gears. We'll get there in the end, and then we can, okay, we're going to go sideways down. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. Oh, no, don't go on the grass. If we're going sideways, we'll roll the damn thing. Okay. Twitchy. Yes, very oversteery. Not as undrivable as I feared. Yes, I have spun the damn thing. But don't mind that. It's not quite as horrendous as that as the supercharger or the additional horsepower made it out to be. It is very, very wheel spinny. It does not take much to get the back wheels spinning in this car. Oh, fine, we'll just go sideways everywhere. Bloody hell, get up. That was a silly line to take. It also doesn't seem to be particularly quick in a straight line. I'm not sure how fast. I can never have time to look at that piece of straight to see how fast the cars are going in a straight line, because I'm too worried about corner and then a horrible braking zone. We're taking out a cone, taking the cones with us. Can we do these corners? The Sebring Club is... most of the corners here are pretty slow speed, so you need a car with decent power delivery. You need decent tractions out of the corner here if you're going to set a quick time, which this thing doesn't have. Or you can do the other method that a few silly cars have done here and been quick, is just have horrendous straight line speed. The V8 supercar, great around the corners here, but of course it doesn't have the straight line speed of a 1,000 horsepower vehicle. So if you can get good straight line speed, you stand a chance of beating the V8 supercar. This does not seem to have good straight line speed and doesn't have any handling whatsoever. Well, it has sideways. Yeah, we are quite slow. Well, we're not the slowest car we've had here in a straight line, but the Jaguar did 180. I think the Lotus Elise did 180 as well. This is doing 150 before I got scared and had to jump on the brakes. God, it permanently wants to be sideways. ACR Vipers, 360 Challengers, the cars that I love are vehicles that are really hard to get them to go sideways. This thing is really hard to get it to cooperate and go in a straight line. Oh dear, I don't think I've ever had a more uncooperative car for going in a straight line. The slidey Toyota Celica was pretty bad. I built a while back. That just wanted to go sideways everywhere. But I think this is worse. I really do think this is worse. There is just no rear end grip. Absolutely nothing in this car. I want a silly wing. Can we put a silly wing on the back of it? Can I borrow the Bentley's wing? Maybe that would look hilarious. I don't think it would. It might work. It must produce as many downforces if it's that size. That's the logic of aerodynamics. That's how things work. I'll borrow the Chaparral's rear wing. Yes, that one would work better than nothing. Jeez, it's just random oversteer moments all of the time. We're gonna have to brake quite early. There. Right. It's just permanently wants to be sideways. It doesn't really matter what I do with the throttle. The minute I try and use the power, we're going sideways. So I have two options. I can either be incredibly slow by not using any throttle, and then I'm slow, or I can try and use the throttle from time to time, and then I'll be sideways, and then I'll be slow as well. It is a ridiculous car. Why did my capture card have to die the first time I went to use this? This is incredible. Woo! Sideways again. This is a very strange car. This is what I expected all the classic Formula cars, or the classic sort of Formula 1 cars, the classic race vehicles. I expected the Auto Union to be more like this. Ooh, come on, get off the grass. God damn it, this is going to be the quickest lap that I set with the thing, but it's not the best lap. This is such a hard car to... I mean, it's good fun. I'm not really going, despite all of the silly upgrades, I'm not really going that fast in it. Okay, we are going slightly sideways at 100 miles an hour, but it's not the fastest of the silly cars because you just can't get it up to speed. Oh, look, 160 miles an hour across the 114.0. It's a rubbish car around a track, but great fun. It's great fun. I like this car. This is certainly one of the sillier cars. It's just, I want to be a sideways thing. I just want to drift everywhere, but not be very controllable because I'm a classic Formula 1 car. It's great fun. I do quite like it. Now I've got to try and go in a straight line with it. I'm not sure it likes that. Well, Le Mans is just about straight enough for it. Don't have to worry about taking off any aero parts because it has none, and I can't put any onto it. So we're going to get as fast as we're going with this car. I think did I glance? I think about 200 miles an hour was what it reckoned from the telemetry, kind of telemetry. Tune car. I will just have a look, see if the gears can make any difference on this. I'd like it to get it as fast as possible. 193. If we do that, is that going to work? Ooh, bloody hell, it is going to work. Just watching the graph shoot up, I thought that was going to be silly gear ratios. Oh god, can we get 2. I think that might have gone down slightly. We just over. We got 2 longer gears now. Let's have a quick check. No, bloody, we're still going. Can we get 230 out of this car? Really? Oh no, 225. There we go. So 227 miles an hour. 231. 231 miles an hour out of this. The graph looks funny. I'm not sure that graph's right. Maybe a 232. Ooh, all of the speed. This is going to be a horrendous accident. Oh no, okay. So if you get it just a tiny bit wrong, you can lose 7 miles an hour with these gear ratios. You've got to be very precise with them. Okay, 232.5. I'm applying that. This could... Actually, no, this might work. You know, this might actually have made it better. If I have a longer gear ratios, it might not spin its wheels up as much. Might make it easier to drive. I'm going to Le Mans. That's where we're headed. Maybe I've made it better by just changing the gear ratio. I'm not filled with confidence taking this here. It's got some fast corners to contend with, or some fairly... I won't be going very fast. I'll probably be going very sideways through these first corners. It won't be very nice to drive. And then we'll go very fast in a straight line. And then we have a 230 mile an hour corner in a car with no downforce, with no rear grip. I think this may have the biggest crash of all the cars. I will try to take the corner flat out. We will find out if it can do it. But I'm having a sneaking suspicion that this will end in a very, very big crash. Because it's just no rear end grip at all. It's shockingly bad. Oh dear. Although I do think the gears may have helped it a little bit. Nope, nope, gears haven't. The gear... It's still very, very slidey, this car. Right. Whoop. Even with the longer ratios. No, we're not putting that power down. God damn, this car is crazy. I like it. I like it because it is crazy, not because it is good. Right. Keep it on the road through here. Don't do anything silly. I'm actually taking these first corners relatively well for me at Le Mans. I say that. Please don't have a crash on the bumps now. Please don't. If anything's going to have a crash, this could well be one of the cars. Right, I'm just going to... Off the power. We won't... There we go. If you go flat out over those bumps, it can sometimes just drag the car. I've had many a crash there from silly moments. I haven't done it for a while, though. I've got the hang of it. Okay. Whoa, now we're rocketing along. Jesus, with the long gears, this thing now can shift. Good God, it can shift at a straight line once you're not worried about it wheel spinning. Once you can get it past that wheel spinning phase, it can go some, and now we're, I guess, running out of... We're encountering too much air resistance to carry... It's like 150 to 200 mile an hour acceleration is ridiculous in this thing once it gets going. We're at 224. Can we get 230? We might not before the end of the straight. I think we're going to run out of straight. 226. Oh dear, we're going to take this corner very quickly. Oh God, it's already unsettled from a bump before we get there. Here we go, car. Whoa! Just turn in the back end completely, let's go. This is a stupid car. In fact, it didn't have a particularly big crash. It just scraped the wall. 227 miles an hour. And it will slide the minute you turn into a corner. There is just no rear end grip. Great for a laugh, good for messing around with this car. Good God, is it hard to drive. We need a wing. We need a very, very big wing on the back of this car to try and give it... Or we need bigger tyres. Even bigger tyres. Really, really big tyres on the back of this thing to try and give it some rear end grip. It just does not stay on the road. I would not want to do races with this car. I could imagine very, very many crashes with a vehicle with this little rear end grip. But as I said, it's great fun for messing around with. And if you really want to challenge yourself to drive an oversteery car, this is the one for you. You will certainly learn throttle control if you try to keep this thing on the road. You have to, otherwise you will point backwards. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. So thank you very much for watching. And until next time, goodbye.